Perfect. Let me know when you see it.
I see it.
Perfecto. So this is actually a good live example that Renzo's asking us this right now. So his request was like, hey, can you just many of them are gonna ask you this question, or this request, mostly from the salespeople, Rashanda. Like, I don't know if you're already familiar, but Paul Zarlengo, Marsha Parsley, they are gonna be the top two, and then Kevin Zarlengo. Those are gonna be the top three people who's gonna request you these DMB and analysis or copy requests, and
Okay.
also Renzo time to time. That's because they ask you these for like for like credit limit increase, so the customer can order more stuff at one time instead of them ordering one by one. And B, some customer wants to go from the credit card terms, how it's like CC in the credit status. They want to
Mm-hmm.
go into net 30. So that's when they would request those analytic stuff and stuff like that. So those are the times we were going to look into this DMB and then kind of analyze how this how their business works and what their risk factor is. So
Okay.
yeah. Okay, so I copy and pasted the login information in the chat. So yeah, this is a link to the website. This is the username and this is the password. So I'm gonna just put it in there. Okay, we're logged in. So you're gonna click on this app, the analytics. Great. So this one, you can look into the other international companies as well. So it's defaulted to
Mm-hmm.
United States, but you can also change to Canada and other countries listed here. But
Okay.
majority of them are United States, so we're gonna go United States. Um, and on your another separate window, you're gonna also have that your good old customer master inquiry open, so you can kind of go back and forth with the analysis. So here, use some basic way to just look it up is, copy and paste this whole thing, or you can copy and paste the address on the search bar.
Okay.
So for example, let me just try Air Technologies, right? Let me just copy and paste. Yeah, so everything that's related to air technology is gonna come out here. It can get kind of tricky because many of this company, including us at Mac, we go by like parent company name or like some different registered W9 names, So that's when you would kind of go for like the address and phone numbers that's listed down here. So this looks familiar because trade style is called Air Technologies, but it says Ohio Transmission, so I'm gonna do more research on this. So the address we have in our P21, look, 1900 Jetway Boulevard, Columbus. 1900 Jetway Boulevard, Columbus. So that kind of confirms
Okay.
already that this is the same company. And also another way to tell is that their email address ends with OTC Industrial, and which kind of means Ohio Transmissional Compressor. So that kind of shows me that they're the same thing. Okay, but the telltale sign is obviously the address. So yeah, so we can proceed with this one. I'm gonna click on it. It's gonna ask you to like before you continue, enter a new below it, blah blah blah. You can put the AR email, this defaulted email address there, and then just continue. Once that's done, it's gonna give you the whole data of this company. So I'm assuming Renzo was asking this company because as we went over in our releasing training, you see these weird, a lot of spread out, right? There's one for 60
Mm-hmm.
days and 30 days. So I think that's what Renzo's concern was. And then but then their payment was pretty, frequent. So that's why I released it. But I think that's why Renzo's asking this because this is a big company with so much spread. And I think the credit is not that big. Okay, it's 100K. So they exceeded it. So yeah, you can, you know, email it just directly to yourself and then send it to Renzo with like a comment of analysis you made, or you can print and then just save as PDF file and then email it
Okay.
to Renzo, just like attachment. So with that being said, I'm gonna just go over the main factors. So this is a basic summary of this business. So this basic majority of them is basically showing like how trustworthy are they that they pay their accounts, the customers, or I'm sorry, the
Mhm.
vendors. So Paydex that shows that anything in this area, it means it's kind of, good sign, but anything here, the red, obviously anything with red and yellow is or red is not good. Orange is not good either. So yellow is okay, we'll watch out, just like, yellow light, green light, and red light. So as you already see just from the summary, the delinquency score is top low, bottom. So which means they are delaying their tendency paying on time just by looking at it. And then failure score two. This shows that their financial health when it comes to their business is not that healthy, so to speak. So that kind of shows that this shows us the risk as a customer, us, that they might not be able to pay all the goods that we ship them to them. So
Okay.
these two are the telltale sign of that. But yeah, if you go down, if I can go down, JK, I can't. Something happened. Yep, there we go. So this says all this like, company profile and the history and everything. And you would use this portion as like a credit limit. Let's say Paul's our lingo or like all these salespeople, they ask you like, hey, I want to give this customer a new credit limit or increase their credit limit. Can you do some DNB rundown? And this is the figure that we'll use as a recommended credit limit to tell the salespeople and Renzo, say, hey, Renzo, hi. According to DNB, they said we can give a maximum credit limit of this amount. Can you approve? And then yeah, stuff like that.
Okay.
And then this is the financial analysis of DNB's thinking of like the risk of the business. Yeah, it's moderate, and they give you the reason why they think it's moderate. Like yeah, so like overall assessment of the organization over the next 2 months, heightened stability concerns based on the predicted risk of business to continue. It's kind of moderately high. Financial stress. Seems like the financial stress and then the delay, the delayed payments are the big issues here. So yeah, that's moderate. So this just gives a breakdown of the summary that we just saw and stuff like that. So
Okay.
yeah, you just do a quick run through, just look at the pictures of them, and then yeah, just email it to Renzo with that being attached. So this is what I did. So I attached that analysis that we saw just now together and
Mhm.
just said, hello, hi Renzo, hope all is well. Attached this requested DMB analysis for the customer. I just say that, after reviewing the data, the customer has a high risk in the delinquency portion. So just point out any red flags, for them to
Okay.
see. And then your portion, which involves the many payment delays because of the risk factor, the company's business request stands as moderate. So I just give them a little summary so he knows what to expect. But obviously, this portion is going to change every time depending on what the salespeople and Renzo ask you, the credit limit or just payment, going them from credit card terms to net 30. So
Mhm.
yeah, just respond accordingly, and that's all.
Okay.
Any question? It's not too bad, right? Just
No, it's
look
not
up
too
the
bad.
thing, yeah, and then just read through a little bit, summarize it, and then yeah, just send this to data to Renzo. But just know that every time like the salespeople ask you for some like credit limit increase or like going on terms, we always have to go straight to Renzo and get his approval and then adjust it in P21. So Renzo is always our point of direct for these kind of stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. So we can't just go straight to Paul Zarlengo and explain this to him. We always have to email this kind of stuff to Renzo, CC Paul Zarlengo, and then yeah, once he says approved or good to go, then we will adjust it in P21.
Okay. I got you.
Yep. Um, yeah, let me know when you run into those credit limit like maintenance and stuff. Once you go through all this stuff and asking Renzo for approval, and once he approves, I will show you later in P21 how to adjust the credit limits or how to change certain customer status from credit card to term net 30 and stuff. But
Oh, okay.
for now, yeah, you just gotta know where to get the information data and then just how to send it in what format. So yeah, this is it. Any questions, Miss Rashanda?
No, it seems pretty straightforward.
Yeah, not too bad, right?
No, this is
I
not
think
too
the
bad.
hardest part would be like definitely finding it, on the search bar. Because
Mhm.
like I said, it's so tricky sometimes. Company go for like different names and like maybe their address have changed. So it's more like pulling off the right data and sending it to them. That might be the only challenge for this exercise. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
Yeah, this was pretty straightforward, this one.
Oh, I'm glad. But again, like don't feel pressured and let me know if you have any questions once you do this on your own.
Okay.
No problem.